sexy loves. I am Simply Jordan and welcome to this video. So I asked you guys recently both on Facebook and on Instagram what you wanted to see from me next. I let you choose between a simple everyday glam and a more sultry kind of smoky look. And as you can see by what's on my face, the everyday glam won. Kind of by a landslide, but it was pretty good for a while. Either way, not that the smoky look isn't coming, the everyday look won, and this is what I came up with. This is pretty much the most basic level of a glam or beat that I do when I don't feel like doing a lot, but I want to, zhuzh myself up a little bit. This is what I go to. What I love about looks like this is how versatile it is. If I wanted to, I can add a little more by, doing a wing liner, adding a little more glow, changed up the lip color. And that's the best part, the versatility in the lip color. Because I don't have a lot of color on my eye, I can do what I have here, a good old clear gloss. I can do a colored gloss. I can do a matte lip. I'll get into all those details later. I'm gonna show you some options. But this is just a good standard, kind of just everyday, simple, a little more natural kind of glam. And I love these looks because I still feel like me, but like polished and cuter. What y'all think? But anyway, this is what I'm bringing you today. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Let me know what else you want to see from me. I do want to do covers on this channel very, very soon. So leave songs that you like, recent, old, random, B-side, whatever. Leave those songs below and I'll look through them. And if I see some that I may know or that, just may be interesting to me, maybe you may hear me sing them. But enough of me rambling. Let's get into it.
Hi, it's me. So of course, I'm starting with my brows. This is the MORPHE Micro Brow Pencil in Java. This has definitely become one of my favorite brow products right now. When I'm doing a more natural look, I do like using a pencil because it's a little more natural than if I were to use a cream or a pomade. But all I'm doing here is just defining my overall brow shape on top and bottom. And once I get that all filled into my liking, defining the top shape, the bottom shape, I like a pretty high arch. So once I get that all drawn in the way that I like it, once I start to do upward strokes towards the front, and then as I get to the middle and tail of my brow, I just like to fill it in with longer strokes. Nothing too crazy. Like I said in my last video, I do have a lot of brows, so I don't have to super fill them in. I just kind of fill in sparse areas. And once that's filled in enough, I just take the back of that spoolie and just brush the product through my brow and kind of lay the brows down how I want them to. And now to clean my brow, this is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade 42. And I'm just getting a cleaner line around my brows. Of course, again, starting at the bottom. We are leaving halo brows in the past, so this is maybe half a shade lighter than my actual skin tone. And I'm just using that to get a very defined, cleaner shape. You can get a little heavy-handed with pencils, or if you're just not really at the place you want to be with your brows, the concealer definitely helps. Any mistakes, any extra product that you want to clean up, and just gives it a nicer shape all the way around. So this is my happy dance for getting eyebrows that I like. All I'm doing here is taking the MORPHE 173 brush and just putting that concealer out from around my brows. You want smooth transitions, nothing too crazy. Just blend it out. You don't have to wet it or wipe it off. Just blend it out. And if you use a color that's close, you don't have to go about using, a makeup wipe to take off all that extra color. And this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. They do have a setting spray that's the original. So when I saw that they were coming out with a primer, I knew that's something I want to get my hands on because that setting spray is everything. So I got that all spread out over my big face. And once I got that all laid down, this is, I forgot how good this foundation was. This is a Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Chestnut, and it's a medium to full coverage. This is one foundation that my skin actually looks really good after I take this off. I think it's formulated with coconut water or coconut infusion, something. I'm not 100% sure, but it is definitely a foundation that I will be reaching for a lot during the spring and summer months. So I'm just taking that. I did end up putting 2 layers because it is a buildable foundation and I want to be a little more full. Before natural days, you really don't have to. And I'm also taking the Born This Way concealer and butterscotch and using that to highlight, of course, the high points of my face, right underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin, and just giving my face a little more light. And once I have that all laid down and in the position that I need it to be, I just take a Sonia Kashuk, definitely a really, really great sponge. It gets really big when you damp it, and it's just great quality. And just bring that concealer out. I want to do my chin and everywhere else first to give that concealer a little time to dry a little bit underneath my eyes. And once I have that all blended out, I go to underneath my eyes. And just the way this melts into my skin is just, again, these are 2 products that I'm definitely going to be reaching for a lot this coming spring and summer. So I'm just taking that sponge and just really taking my time blending that concealer out. I decided to add a little bit more of that concealer directly underneath my inner eye just to brighten it up a little more. I already gave it a pretty good base with the first layer of concealer that I put down, but I just wanted to add it a little more, but I didn't want to choose a brighter color. So I just added a little more of that concealer color right underneath and just blended that into what I already had down. And this is my tried and true, the Maybelline New York Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in medium dark 30. Again, this is one of those powders that just really has not been really beaten as far as setting powders for me. It is such a great color for me. It is an amazing finish. It's so finely milled, and it's a great powder, and it's drugstore, so it's inexpensive. And what I'm doing is just taking that same sponge and putting it in all the places where I set that concealer. I didn't want to bake because I don't want it to be too powdery. So I'm just kind of setting everything. And once I get that all laid down, this is a Ulta Beauty finishing powder in Tan to Deep Warm. And I'm just taking that and setting everywhere else. I put a little bit under my eyes just to kind of dust off what may be a little excess powder and just knocked all of that off. But I'm really just focusing around the perimeter of my face to set the rest of that foundation. Because I didn't put any foundation or anything on my eyelids, I'm just taking a little bit of that finishing powder and setting my eyes just to give it a not so shiny kind of naked look. So that's all I'm doing with that there. And this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Bronzing Powder in Mahogany. I tried this for the first time maybe a week or so ago, and I actually really love it. I wasn't expecting it to be deep enough for me. Before a more natural look, this is definitely a deep enough color just to warm up my face and add a little more shape. I think if I wanted to make this a more intense bronzer or contour color, I can just layer it. That's why I like using powder contours and powders, because they're not so intense and I can build it the way I want to. And of course, I'm just taking that same bronzer with a small angled brush and just contouring my nose in a way. I'm still, to me, not great at contouring my nose, but hey, I tried, and that's what I'm doing. Taking that color a little bit into the creases of my eyes just to give my eyes a little more shape so they're not so flat. And yeah, just adding a little depth to the overall look. And this is another new favorite of mine. This is the MORPHE Luminous Setting Spray. Their original setting spray didn't have really a matte or a dewy finish. This one is particularly for a more luminous look, but what I like about it, it doesn't have you looking too like dewy or shiny. It's just a nice little glow. And this is the Ulta Beauty New Heights mascara, just coating my lashes. Really, if you wanted to, you can just do a few coats of mascara and be completely done with the look, but I'm just using this as a base because of course I'm extra and I want to put on some lashes, so that's what I'm gonna do. And of course, these are the $1 billion lashes in single AF, which I am at the moment, but that's fine. I know the Lord is sending my one to me, but whatever. I'm just focused on the lashes. We're going to sit those in place. I'm just using some Duo Clear Lash Glue and really concentrating on pinching that as close to my lash line as possible, getting those corners, especially that traitor inner corner that likes to randomly lift up, but I like dual lash glue. It usually keeps my lashes on pretty good. And, I'm just pressing those in, making sure that I'm pushing my lashes into the false lashes and making sure that's all set and those are on. Bam. Taking that same mascara and touching up on my lower lashes. That's one reason why I really like this mascara, is because the brush is really small, so I can get a good amount of mascara on my lower lashes without completely messing up, making a mess on that bottom lash line. So I'm just getting a nice coat on there, nothing too crazy, and that pretty much is the majority of it right there. And you know what? I decided I didn't feel right. So, of course, I added a little blush. This is the Warrior 2 palette from Juvia's Place and the shade Zama, I believe is how it's pronounced. And this is actually, of course, an eyeshadow palette, but I love these shades for blush. I've used it for eyeshadow as well, but to use it as blush is just really cute. These colors are perfect. So I'm just taking that and touching up on my cheeks. And I wanted to do a very subtle glow, because it's a more natural look. Again, you don't have to do a glow, but me, I need a glow. I don't feel right without it. So I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sun Dip Glow Kit in the color Bronze and just doing a very light dusting on the high points of my face, on my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, my nose, my chin, right above my brow. Typically, I will be layering this on because I really love a good glow. I need ET in outer space to see me. But because we're being a little bit more chill today, I'm just kind of dusting that very lightly on some of those high points and just giving something a little more radiant, not so crazy. That's a little better. So we got our base done, our lashes are on, our brows are popping. Let's get into these lip options. You cannot go wrong with a good, clear lip gloss. Wherever you see one, just buy it, because, look, it's perfect with everything. And if you want a little more color, but to keep it neutral, this is the Tarte Lip Paint by Tarte in Double Tap. It's pink without being super pink, but this is pink. This is NYX Butter Gloss and Summer Fruits. I love all of the butter glosses by NYX. They are just everything, but that's for a gloss with a lot more color. Now for the matte lips, this is my all-time favorite nude lip duo. Oh my gosh. Again, nothing has topped this too. That's Cork and Knock on Wood by Dose of Colors. Oh, it's just so good. And every girl, I don't care who you are, I don't care what age you are, you need a good red lip. And this is my all-time favorite perfect red lip. This is by Stila and it's called Beso. Their liquid lips altogether are just popping. Like, look, that's just a little extra sauce. And then when you want to feel a little dark, again, Stila Stay All Day liquid lip color in Chianti. It's a deep, pretty purple. I knew this color was good when my mom wanted to wear it. She's a gloss nude type of girl. When I saw she wanted this color, I knew that was everything. But that's pretty much it, babies. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you lovelies real soon. Bye-bye.